What is up, and welcome everybody. It is Snap to Marvel here, and today we're going to be taking a look at my Black Dwarf deck. So, first getting into the deck build, what cards we're going to be running, and kind of the synergies that I was aiming to pull off when building this deck. So obviously, Cull Obsidian starting off, he's a 4-cost 10 power card, and his text is, you can only play him at a location where you have a 1-cost card. An important note to make here is you can play that 1-cost card on the same turn as him. So it's an example here, like we have a Nebula in the deck as well. So if on turn 5 I put down a Nebula somewhere where I didn't have a 1-cost card, I can then play him afterwards on that location. So that is a very key factor to his text, and it really is one of the things that allows this deck to work so well. So starting off, we have Nebula 0 in our 1-cost slot. Nebula is just to get a little bit of influence on where your opponent's going to be playing their cards, hopefully, and then obviously if not, you get the benefit of her gaining the power. She gets the good stats. Kind of helps you though control where your opponent's going to start off, so then you can focus on another lane with your Cull Obsidian card to win that with their power. We have 0 in the deck. He goes well with Ebony Maw, of course. The ideal comp that I was setting up, Ebony Maw and Cull Obsidian go excellent together. You get them down on a turn 5 together. It's a 17 power play for 5 energy, which is excellent. And we have armor in the deck, of course, because we're running a lot of high power cards. Cull Obsidian specifically, we want to keep safe from Shang-Chi. We're running Sauron in here, and that is specifically for our Typhoid Mary, kind of in the Shuri Sauron shell, to get that ability off of her, so we can just use her for the power to get a discount on our Scar. We're running Shuri, of course, so we can target a specific lane with one of our 10 power cards, get up to 20, and then put another card, with a high power card, into a different lane and we cover all our bases. We have Shang-Chi in here to take care of enemy cards that their power gets too high, or that our deck can't compete with, depending on how the draw pattern goes. And we have Atuma in here. It goes excellent with armor, and then that's going to be a 10 power card on the board to discount your Scar. Obviously, we have Cull Obsidian here, and as I mentioned, the synergies with the other 1-cost cards in our deck, as well as he goes toward discounting your Scar. Typhoid Mary, as I mentioned, with Sauron, and again, discounting your Scar, the 10 power. Then we have She-Hulk. Also can go towards discounting Scar, but then this goes well when you obviously have any extra energy on a turn, then you can have her for a bit cheaper, whether it's in the earlier turns to get down and then have a cheap Scar for turn 6, or you get some of your other 10 power cards down, have a cheaper Scar along with the discounted She-Hulk to slam down on turn 6 for 21 power. So now that we've covered everything we're running in this build of the deck, and I've kind of talked through the different synergies we look to pull off, we'll go into some gameplay examples. Okay, so getting into our turn 1 here, we're not going to have any of our 1-cost cards to play yet. We have armor, which we can get down next turn. I think we're probably going to go mid with that. Okay, Nebula. I don't think Nebula is going to be too... Okay, we definitely want to go armor mid because we have Nebula. I don't think their Nebula is going to be too much of a problem for us. At worst, we focus on mid and right lanes, but we have enough high power cards in this deck. I think we could outpace their Nebula, even if we don't play anything there until the later turns. Okay, so they got a Sunspot as well. Unfortunately, with armoring mid, obviously we can't Shang-Chi any cards that they put there. They get their power from Nebula. But our Shang-Chi could be pretty useful in the Shuri's Lab we just got. Which also, that location would be very great for this deck. We have, again, let's focus around several cards with 10 power, so that will be fantastic for us. And they put Cosmos, so anything further is safe. I like that a lot. let's see. We go Atuma mid into our armor lane, but we have good potential. We can pull off something pretty nice in this Shuri's lab lane. Let's see, I think we go this, then we have our Scar will cost 2, our She-Hulk will cost... She-Hulk would cost 5. So maybe we don't do that. Maybe we put Scar into Shuri's lab, and then let's see what we can play next turn. Our She-Hulk will cost 5 still. Actually, that's going to be very good. They just locked off that lane for us altogether. So what we have to do is win mid, and I don't see anything they can do to stop us. So we could go Cull Obsidian or She-Hulk. Doesn't really matter. We can't go Cull Obsidian mid, so we go She-Hulk mid, and I think we just win here. I'm gonna snap on it. Maybe they retreat from the snap. Should retreat anyways because. But there we go. Okay, so pretty good demonstration of the deck. We ended up not going with Cull Obsidian, but we had opportunities where we could have used him. I just in the end I wanted to obviously go for mid and right locations there, but all right. Getting into turn 1. Pretty good. We're going to start with Ebony Maw in hand, as well as Nebula, so we'll obviously get Nebula down. So we're set up well to go ahead and get our Sauron blade to unlock our Ebony Maw. We actually have Destroyer, which could be advantageous for us. Got it from Great Portal. I've enjoyed that location pretty well in a lot of different matches. And that could go well with, since we were running armor in our deck anyways. It's just going to depend what our draw pattern looks like for other cards in our deck. I'm going to put armor down left side so I can go ahead and get a draw heavy buff. Then we sub the 2 slot here. Maybe put our Atuma into, or one of our other 10 power cards. I will play Sauron mid, since the card is going to pull something from our hand. We'll see what that's going to be. And let's see, so that'll be good, since we had our armor. That's the only card that we don't want Sauron to hit in your deck. The only other ones that it can hit is the Ebony Maw and Typhoid Mary. So we've unlocked all of the restrictive abilities that we need to unlock from our deck, and now it's just about playing them out effectively. So obviously, again, we have our Ebony Maw unlocked. I'm going to save that for actually the combo that I put it in this deck for, which is the Cull Obsidian. So I think I will go turn 4. We're going to go Shuri and then Atuma into left side, and then actually, I wasn't even paying attention. Sakaar pulled Destroyer for us, which is perfect because it gets that ton of power out for us. Okay, they hit our Atuma with Spider Hand, which couldn't matter less to us because we just are playing him for the power. So we're going to play our now big into left side Shuri. Maybe we put down, I don't know, we put down 0 just because, then hopefully we draw Cull Obsidian next turn. So they could win left side, but they'd have to fight for it. And okay, so we get Typhoid Mary. And I don't think they can. I don't think they can fight for all these locations. We're up by 7 power left side. Be 9 power if they don't play there. We could get up a little bit in mid. Right side is going to be the best option to go for. I think we just go all in on. No, we can't do that because if they get ahead left, then we have to have power somewhere else. So we go Ebony Maw right side, Pathway mid, and then that's going to be our best option. Okay, good. So yeah, they played 2 cards, so let's see what that's going to be. Okay. So if they'd have played a Shang-Chi, then obviously we lost that. We lose mid still, but we're good. But that was a bit of a tighter game, and we didn't draw the Cull Obsidian. If we drew that, we would have had the perfect play there. We could have even put down a rock and then put Cull Obsidian mid, and then like put Ebony Maw right side still or something. But anyways, I really like the way that played out, and especially getting Destroyer from the Great Portal. That worked out well for us. Okay, so on turn 1, we don't have any of our 1-cost cards in hand, but not a bad start. We have both a Cull Obsidian and a Tuma in hand already, which they are pretty important to the main combos that the deck is built for. We have some other options that we can work with, but these are the 2 like core cards to how we want to be playing this deck. And Wakanda Embassy is going to help us out there, give those bit of nicer stats. And of course we had all of our high power cards in hand, besides Typhoid Mary. So now we have a bunch of 12 power cards and a 13 power Scar. So only unfortunate thing we did first, let's see here, we hit our armor, which is a little bit important, but I think we'll get by just fine without it. So we'll put a Tuma right side for now. And that's going to force our opponent to kind of go for this right lane to win it, since it's just up by 1 power, because then they go -5 if they have their card here. So we've got to kind of force them to either really fight for it or leave it alone, and then we only have to focus one other lane. I think we go ahead and play Scar and put him down. I'll put Nebula mid. Okay, a bit interesting why they wouldn't play Scar mid to help them win right lane, since we can't play anything into it without losing our Tuma, of course. So I wonder what they're planning. So let's see if we I'm just gonna do some quick math here. I actually don't have to. Okay, so if we put like armor just for the stats, it's the same as putting 0, and then maybe we put Cull Obsidian mid, so that gives us 20 power here. If they play a card, mana +3. They have 15, and they need 4 power more. So they put someone here, they win left side, but I don't think they can play anything that will win. Play anything here that's going to win them another lane as well. If they don't play here, obviously we win. And if we play, I think that's our best option. I'm not sure what they're thinking here. Okay, they retreated, so that's why. Yeah, so if they had played Claw mid, we'd be getting a lot of power right side. That actually, if they had done that, they probably could have won. Then they could either try and maybe play 2 cards left side plus with the Ant-Man, and then they go really tall, or just play something else mid that beats whatever power we could have reached. But they didn't, and we wiped the board with him pretty well that match, I'd say. Okay, turn 1 here. Actually, interesting. We have deep space. So instead of using Zero or Sauron on our Ebony Maw, we can just play him into deep space. Then that automatically, one, it allows us to keep playing cards in that lane. And then, of course, it'll let us play our Cull Obsidian down into that lane as well. And deep space, disabling their text after the fact of them being played will be just fine for us. It'll also keep them safe, keep Cull Obsidian safe from Shang-Chi if we play him there. Or if they will, so that they can't play him there. Obviously, I'm going to put armor down mid. We're going to block the Nova. Okay, perfect in Deadpool. So they are playing a Destroy deck. There's a lot of other decks that run Nova as well. You fill up the board with lots of cards, then detonate your Nova, boost them all up. Okay, unfortunately, I don't have any location control cards in this deck. So if this Diablo space hits deep space, then we are first locked out of our Ebony Maw lane. If it hits Nexus, not a huge deal. This deck can put up plenty of vertical power, without help from the next location. So we'll see what we can do with this. Okay, it hits deep space, so then we're gonna be we can't play anything else there. So most likely, unless they play a Killmonger, which they probably won't, but we're probably just gonna lose left. So let's see. Okay, we got a lot of our high power cards in the deck still. So maybe we go Shuri. Maybe we go Shuri mid. Maybe we can put something there next turn. But if I use Shuri, I kind of want to use it in this Nexus lane. So I'm gonna put it there. Yeah, they waste a Taskmaster on a 4 power Carnage. That was stupid of them. But dang, you see, that's what I worried about. We can't use Zero on Typhoid Mary. It's not gonna hurt us like terribly, but not how I wanted to use it. Okay, so let's see. If I put down Zero, anything that it hits next turn is not gonna matter, including if we just use Scar, which would be technically our highest power, so we'll probably do that. Put Zero mid. Okay, our opponent's gonna retreat. There we go. So it didn't go great for us. Started out good with deep space, then I obviously got rid of it. We didn't get to put Cull Obsidian and Ebony Maw together, but again, having all these other higher power cards in the deck, a lot of these, the 10 power cards being the Shuri Sauron Shell, we have a lot of other playlines that we could have gone with there. Okay, starting off, we have Ebony Maw in hand, which is neither here nor there. If we get our Sauron, then we go ahead and disarm him while he's in hand. If we get Zero, then we use it on Ebony Maw. Regardless, I'm gonna go ahead and put. We'll put armor down left side. Okay. So now it's too late for us to use Zero on Ebony Maw, so we'd have to get our Sauron in order to use him. And so I'm gonna skip this turn. I'm not ready to lock off any locations yet with Ebony Maw. Okay, perfect. There's our Sauron. Let's see. Oh yeah, almost down. That's the only one. So I think we're good. We go, Sauron. I'm not sure why our opponent snapped. So we do this, then we can get a 17 power combo of Ebony Maw and Cull Obsidian down. Okay, let's see what they're doing here. Okay, it pulls a Sunspot, which is not going to do anything for them. So if we do this, then what we'd have a discounted Scar next turn. So then we could play that. If we do it, maybe we'd actually have a 2-cost Scar next turn, but we'll be able to play that in combo with another 10 power card here. Put one left side, put a Scar right, and then I think we pretty much win regardless at that point. Okay, Iron Man, yeah. So maybe we put both from left or one left, one mid. I'm not sure of anything they can. Okay, it's gonna pull the Scar for us. So when they get a Devil Dino. Okay, let's see. So maybe let's assume they got Taskmaster. They get 13 for 17. If we just put 0 here, then what we just put, I don't know. Put Atuma right side, Typhoid Murray would be the same thing. It's 14. So let's see if they go Taskmaster and they go left side. 13, 3, 16, 10, 14. So I guess if we did that, if they did that, we would lose. So maybe instead, let me undo real fast. If that is the case, and with both of these, if they Taskmaster here, they still lose. But then I guess we tie mid. We're gonna go with what we thought the first time. There's not enough time to overthink this. And whatever happens, happens. Okay, maybe it's Tribunal. Wolfsbane, and they snapped for no reason. We take the 4 cubes instead of 2. So there we had the perfect example. The combo I set this up for. I built this deck for with the Ebony Maw obviously having his restrictive ability removed, using him to enable Cull Obsidian, give you a 17 power play for 5 energy. As far as I'm concerned, a 5-17 stat line is the best you can do in this game. So, alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed those gameplay highlights of this Black Wolf deck. Again, a lot of fun with this card. It's just a great power slam deck. Super tall in 2 lanes. Just flip a lane out of nowhere and surprise your opponent. So if you guys enjoyed, subscribe, and I'll be making more videos like this for the rest of this Black Order season. I'm really excited about the cards this season, and then at the end we're gonna have a huge Black Order deck combining all of the cards and Thanos. So if you enjoy, subscribe to be around for that. Leave a like if you like what you see, and leave a comment letting me know what you want to see done different or better in the future. Have a good one.